People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Classic on 97. This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports Presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you People's State Bank and Grant Regional Health Center coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by House Electric, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Bytech Incorporated, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Claire Bank, Donnie's Tire and Auto, Fuller's Milker Center, Gary's Pest Control, Community First Bank, Guy's Truck and Tractor Service, Hernson's Ace Hardware, Krantz Auto Parts, the Peterson Agency, the Raleigh Cheese House, Mound City Bank, the Russell Law Office, the Shoebox, Sloan Implement, Timmerman's Talents, Tricor Insurance, and Wolf Construction.
It's a battle for first place and a top 10 matchup in Shullsburg tonight in Six Rivers West girls basketball. The number 8 ranked Shullsburg Miners hosting the number 10 ranked Belmont Braves in tonight's featured matchup on 97.7 Country, WGLR, WGLR.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. This is Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. From the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, I'm Tyler Dictanis, and this is the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. The Shullsburg Miners and Belmont Braves are tied for first place at the top of the Six Rivers West coming into this matchup, both of them with an identical 8-3 conference record. Shullsburg with a 14-4 overall record, Belmont with a 12-5 overall record, and of course both teams ranked in the top 10 in Division 5. Belmont the number 10 ranked team, Shullsburg the number 8 ranked team. Shullsburg coming off a big win last Friday night against Judah, 87-25, where 5 players reached double figures scoring-wise for the Lady Miners. As for Belmont, they had a 5-game winning streak snapped on Monday night against Belleville, 59-55. In that matchup, Morgan Freeman had 16 points, Casey Rickers had 15, and Jalen Leitzinger with 11. And this is a rematch of the game that was played on January 9th, a very nip-and-tuck game in Belmont. 49-48 the final score, where Shullsburg was able to come away with the win, getting some free throws key at the end of the game to come away with the win. And with the way the schedule plays out for both teams have some big competition coming down the home stretch of the season. Belmont's remaining schedule includes games at Mineral Point versus Argyle Peck and at River Ridge to close out the season. And for Shullsburg, they have a big-time matchup against Wisconsin Rapids Assumption on Saturday at Just a Game Fieldhouse, and then hosting the reigning Division 5 state champions on Valentine's Day, Albany Monticello. So this is a major matchup to decide who is going to be in the driver's seat down the home stretch in the Six Rivers West and play a factor in the seeding in the postseason coming down the final 2 weeks of the girls' basketball season. Coming up next on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show, we'll talk with both head coaches. Had a chance to catch up with Keely McGettigan of Belmont and Nathan Russell of Shullsburg. Asked them about the players on the Russell office's injury report. If you've been injured, contact Russell offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. Also, we'll have the Fuller Smoker Center starting lineups, the Cuba City Family Dental colors of the game, and the opening tip between Shullsburg and Belmont in Six Rivers West girls basketball. The Raleigh Chiefs pregame show continues after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Spring isn't here yet, but it will be soon, and so will many spring projects for home and business owners. Now is the perfect time to get in front of your potential customers at the Queen Bee Radio Home and Outdoor Show, Saturday, March 22nd from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. at the Eckstein Exhibit Building at the Grant County Fairgrounds in Lancaster. Reserve your space now by contacting your Queen Bee Radio sales rep or call Jen Casper for more information at 608-349-2000. The Queen Bee Radio Home and Outdoor Show, Saturday, March 22nd in Lancaster.
Niles Farm Tire Service in Platteville knows there's no downtime in farming. That's why they offer on-the-farm tire service for tractors, combine, skid steers, and other farm equipment. From new tires to replacement rims, Niles Farm Tire Service is ready to help. They're family-owned and operated, serving Grant, Iowa, and Lafayette County since 1973. They'll keep your equipment operational until you're done. Niles Farm Tire Service, the little dealer with the big wheels. Check them out on the web, Facebook, or call today at 608-778-7800.
Main Event Catering is now delivering unforgettable experiences in Dubuque and surrounding areas. Whatever your size event, they will ensure you and your guests experience the most delicious cuisine to complement your special day. From casual to elegant, party trays, boxed lunches, appetizers, vegetarian, vegan, and gluten-free options available, and more at Main Event Catering Dubuque. They work closely with clients to fulfill their individual event needs. Call today to schedule your off-site event from Main Event Catering, Holiday Inn, Dubuque, Galena. Pregame 1.
East pregame show continues on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Belmont and Shullsburg squaring off for first place in the Six Rivers West here this evening. We're now joined by Kieler McGettigan, head coach of the Belmont Braves. Coach, thanks for joining us. Coming off a loss against Belleville the other night, 59-55. That snapped a 5-game winning streak, but coming into tonight's game, a 12-5 overall record, tied with Shullsburg for the top of the conference. So a win tonight puts the winning team in the driver's seat the rest of the way to determine the conference title. Talk about the team's play as of late, what things have been going right for Belmont over this 5-6 game stretch.
Our last 6 games with Belleville, I thought we played a good game there too. Just a couple mistakes defensively down the stretch where we put them to the line too often, but I think we're playing really good team basketball. We're sharing the ball really well. There's a good inside-out game, and defensively, we are really doing a nice job of just knowing our scout and knowing our rotations and who we have to take away.
I've been kind of looking at the stats. It seems pretty balanced attack as far as who's scoring, who's getting the ball, and stuff like that. And it kind of feels like any player can get hot, on any given night. So talk about the selflessness of this team, being able to share the basketball and play a complete team game.
Yeah, it has been really fun to kind of watch them develop, and we have outstanding players that came back from last year, and 2 particular ones are Morgan Freeman and Casey Rickers, and Morgan Freeman is one of the most unselfish players I've ever coached. There's times where I tell her, if you don't shoot more, we're going to have a problem. But she just does such a nice job of finding the hot hand, and Casey's turning the ball around. And so it's really been fun. And other girls are starting to hit shots and gain confidence because kids like those are confident in them.
Yep, and we talked a little bit during the Barneville game, both pre and post game, about, coming up short in some of these, high stakes kind of games against tougher opponents, and you had mentioned about the team just needing to shoot the ball better. When you look at how the team has played and maybe the shot selection or the shots that didn't go in, what are some of the common themes that you're kind of seeing, and what adjustments are you looking to make heading into this big matchup with Shullsburg?
Offensively, we talked about how, when teams are switching defenses on us, it takes us just a little bit too long to get back into that next rotation. So we just worked a little bit more on that last night with switching defenses and recognizing the open spots and the gaps, and then also recognizing hot hands and kind of playing to our strengths, not necessarily holding back. We get a little timid once in a while. So we're looking to be more on the attack side of things and looking to create more things for ourselves and opportunities to score.
All right, Kieler McGinnigan with us on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show, getting ready for Shullsburg and Belmont. The Russell office's injury report. There's no JV game due to some of the injuries, in the Belmont program. Talk about what the injury front looks like for the Braves heading into this matchup with Shullsburg.
Yeah, it's been kind of a crazy last couple of weeks. We are currently sitting with 4 hand injuries, and they're all the same hand. We also have another kid that's just came off of an ACL, so she's not quite ready to go. And then we have we have a concussion as well. So, just numbers, it's just one of those things that, like a freak bunch of accidents. And so, next girl up, and they're excited for the opportunity. But, yeah, it limits us in numbers. It limits us in practice a bit. So we just got to be a little bit creative.
All right, and then the matchup tonight with Shullsburg, again, a battle for first place. They got the better of the first matchup in a one-point ball game, came down to the very end, pretty much at the free throw line. Talk about what you take away from that first matchup against Shullsburg and what adjustments does Belmont need to make to come away with the win tonight?
We have to be more aggressive. We watched the game last night in film, and we just saw how the first half, we were just really slow and just weren't ourselves. And I thought we didn't take advantage of a lot of opportunities that we were given. And then defensively down the stretch, we just miscues. Just some silly mistakes, and then we didn't convert at the line. I mean, it was as simple as that, and we've talked about that. Our free throws have to be better because we're going to be in high-stake games, and we're playing tough competition. So hopefully that the girls have put in a ton of work with that, and I think I feel confident, and hopefully we'll come out of here with a win.
All right. Should be a fun one. We're looking forward to it. Thanks so much for your time. This is fun. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. All
right, that's Kieler McGinnigan, head coach of the Belmont Braves. We'll have more of the Raleigh Cheese pregame show after this on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 2.
Fuller's Milker Center and GIA have the management tools you need to keep your dairy's profitability at your fingertips 24 hours a day. From many choices of reliable electronic ID to effective time-saving sort gates to the state-of-the-art Dairy Plan C21, monitor and control your parlor systems as you manage your whole herd. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your GIA dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center for details on the latest ID systems and sort gates that can help your dairy's efficiency, putting you and your cows in the fast lane.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shullsburg.
Do you remember the last time you checked your well water to see if it was safe to drink? Bacteria can leak into your well in as little as 6 months. The Department of Natural Resources recommends that you check your well annually for contaminants. LV Labs on South Madison Street in Lancaster, Wisconsin can test your water to make sure that what's in your glass is safe for you and your family to drink. Stop in or give them a call to pick up your test kit today. Visit LV Labs on Facebook or call 608-723-4096.
For over 30 years, Metz Welding in Gratiot has been the Midwest's superior manufacturer of skid steer and tractor attachments. They take pride in offering quality products and unbeatable customer service with custom fabrication and on-site welding. Whether you're looking for bale spears, pallet forks, grapples, or material buckets, their Metz Pro Series line offers a wide variety of solutions. Visit MetzProSeries.com. Give them a call or stop by their office Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
Pregame 2.
Show continues on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Shullsburg and Belmont battling for first place in the 6 Rivers West tonight. We're now joined by Shullsburg head coach Nathan Russell. Coach, thanks for joining us. Big matchup tonight and a rematch from a one-point ball game earlier in the season. Team coming off a nice win against Judah last Friday night, 87-25. Had 5 players in double figures in that game. Talk about the team's play as of late in the month and that they have heading into this big matchup with Belmont.
Yeah, we played better the last 2 games. It's not indicative of the score. I mean, that score is what it is, but I think I'm more looking at what we're doing or trying to do right. And I thought we were at a 4-game lull. Following the last Belmont game, we kind of went into a lull against Lancaster and a few other teams. But I thought the last 2, we've been doing more the way that we want to do things on both ends of the court.
Yep, and it's been a team that's been interesting to follow because you have a unique combination of 4, freshman coming up, obviously had some success in middle school, and interesting to see how they transition into the speed of the game on the varsity side, and having a senior group that's been pretty battle tested in their own rights. Talk about how those two core groups have really meshed and have been able to have the success that the team has had so far this year.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was going to be like coming into the season, and I just cannot give enough credit to our seniors. They have been fantastic since day one. They have really taken a leadership role every day in practice, after good, after bad. They have done a very, very good job, more than I could have ever hoped. I did not know what to expect from these three, and they've just done a really bang-up job. And as far as the freshmen, there's been peaks and valleys. I think, and the problem is for them is it's been one game a peak, another next a valley, and so on and so forth. And so we've never been able to put it all together. Obviously, they're a talented group, and they have a lot of basketball ahead of them. It's just, can we get more of a steady baseline the whole time? And so that's really what we've been trying to focus on, is getting that baseline and trying to make sure that that's just a steady improvement. And I think the past 2-3 games have been better across the board for them. So hopefully we can continue that tonight.
All right, Nathan Russell with us on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show, getting ready for Shullsburg and Belmont in 6 Rivers West girls basketball tonight. The Russell office's injury report. What's the health of the team coming into the matchup against Belmont?
We're about as healthy as we can be. We had Isabel Weigel miss about a month and a half with a hand injury. She's been back for about 2 weeks, and so we're excited to have her full go. There's no JV game tonight, so there won't be splitting any halves with any kids. So we're going to be full go tonight.
All right, then the key tonight against Belmont's got the 1-point win on their home floor back in January. Talk about what you take away from that first matchup, and what's going to be the key tonight for Shullsburg.
I think two things: rebounding on both ends for us. We need to get to the offensive rebounds a little bit, and then we need to keep them off the offensive rebounds, and then valuing the basketball. That's probably been our biggest weakness throughout the year, where we've had a down experiences because we've turned the ball over too much. We've done a lot of work and focus on practice in regards to slowing down. You talk about those younger kids; they're used to just sprinting and going, and they don't it's taken a long time for them to understand that just by slowing down by a half beat, you can be a lot more calm and a lot more grounded with the basketball. And so hopefully we can do that, and that's what we're going to need to do to have a chance.
All right, looking forward to it. Should be a fun one. Thanks so much for joining us. Have some fun. Good luck tonight.
Hey, thanks for being here.
Yep, absolutely. That's Nathan Russell, head coach of the Shullsburg Miners. We'll have more on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show after this on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
Hello, Amy here from Cuba City Family Dental. Part of our dedication to excellence in the dental services we offer are same-day crowns. Instead of return visits to our office, we can diagnose and fix your tooth in one day at any of our 3 convenient locations. Call us when you are in need and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Brady Vonder here. Looking for a seed partner who's as passionate about farming as you are? The Vonder Ag Service, we're family-owned, farmers at heart, and proud to be your local Bex Hybrids dealer. With Bex, you get top-performing hybrids and the farmer's commitment. Real value for real results. Whether you're planting corn, soybeans, or alfalfa, our experienced team is here to help your operation grow stronger every season. Visit Vonder Ag Service in Platinum, where family, farming, and your success come first.
Vondra Ag Service. Family-owned, farmers at heart. Pregame 3.
Officials for tonight's game, Mr. Myron Ellingson, Mr. Tom Towers.
Grant Regional Health Center People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters, and overhead doors on 97.7 Country, WGLR FM Lancaster, and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel as the lights go out for player introductions here at Shullsburg High School. Let's run down the Fuller's Smoker Center starting lineups. The Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sSmokerCenter.com. Starting off for the home team, the Shullsburg Miners, 14-4 on the season, 8-3 in the 6 Rivers West. Their starting lineup goes like this: a 5'8" freshman, number 0, Haley Alt. A 5'4" senior, number 3, Olivia Brown. A 5'10" senior, number 4, Taylor Russell. A 6' freshman, number 10, McKinley Russell. And a 5'7" senior, number 11, Stella Spillane. The Miners are coached by Nathan Russell, and he is assisted by Shelley Weber, Derek Reese, Bob Betcher, and Cora Learman. for the Belmont Braves. Ranked number 10 in the state in Division 5, 12-5 on the campaign, 8-3 in the Six Rivers West. Their starting lineup projected is going to go like this. A 5'4 senior, number 5, Courtney Fritz. A 5'7 junior, number 10, Casey Rickers. A 5'8 junior, number 11, Morgan Freeman. A 5'7 sophomore, number 14, Jalen Leitzinger. And a 5'9 sophomore, number 24, Carson Raymaker. If Raymaker does not play, she will be subbed in. Will be subbed for number 20, Lexi Rickers, a 5'5 sophomore. The Braves are coached by Kayleen McGettigan, and she's assisted by Frank McGettigan and KK Bald. Those are tonight's Fuller's Milk Center starting lineups. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. The colors of the game brought to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Belmont in their road black jerseys with orange lettering, orange numbers. The Belmont Braves arrow logo on the lower right leg of the shorts and a checkerboard pattern going up and down each side of the uniform. Shullsburg in their home whites, Miners written across the chest with the pickaxe logo embedded behind it. And red numbers and a red and white stripe going up and down each side of the uniform. Those are the colors of the game brought to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Morgan Freeman is in the center circle for Belmont, and number 10, McKinley Russell in the center circle for Shullsburg. Shullsburg wins the tip, working from right to left as we see it from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, and as you see it on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Shot put up by Stella Spillane. Airballs it to the right side of the rim, and Belmont comes away with the rebound. 15 seconds gone by. Belmont with their first possession. Jalen Leitzinger in possession of the basketball. Swings it over to the near side to Casey Rickers. Rickers with a left-handed dribble. Dribbles to the top of the arc. Hands off to the left corner, and a shot put up. Off the back iron, no good. Shot missed by Jalen Leitzinger. Rebound pulled down by Shullsburg. Ball tossed over to Olivia Brown as she crosses the timeline, switching from the left to the right hand. Looks to the right side, hands off to McKinley Russell on the right wing. Allows it down low for Alt, and Alt puts it off the glass, but it off target and poked out of bounds. Last touch by Shullsburg. And Belmont takes possession. 17-10 to play in the first supply. First half. Our scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. More Six Rivers West girls basketball over on AM 1590 WPVL and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Highland is at River Ridge. RJ Osterhaus with the call of that one as a shot put up under the basket and in for Lexi Rickers. Gets the party started for the Braves. 2-0. Belmont on top of Shullsburg. In a battle for first place and a battle of top 10 teams in Division 5 girls basketball. Ellie Alt at the top of the arcs. Ball put down low and shot missed. Rimmed out by Taylor Russell. Belmont collects the rebound. Braves come back down the floor. Ball pushed over to Morgan Freeman on the left wing. Looks for a teammate. Now decides to dribble. Dribbles to the top of the arc. Now spins in the lane. Puts up a floater. Misses to the left side of the rim. And a tie up for the ball. And a held ball called. And possession arrow will keep it with Belmont. They're going to inbound baseline left side. Russell Family Farms of Shullsburg, a proud tradition of family farming in the Shullsburg community since 1852. Russell Family Farms reminds you to support your local ag producers. Inbound pass gets in to Casey Rickers on the left wing. Stops her dribble. Cross-court pass to Leitzinger on the right wing. Down the corner to Lexi Rickers. Rickers dribbles to the right wing. Back out to the top to Casey. Casey directing traffic. Now tosses over to Courtney Fritz on the right wing. Ball over her head. Now decides to dribble. Goes baseline. Tries to put it out the window, but hits underneath the backboard instead. Freeman with the offensive board and another tie-up in the held ball. Will get the possession to Shullsburg. 15:54 to play in the first supply first half. Belmont 2, Shullsburg nothing. Mount City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Step into Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at MountCityBank.com. Shullsburg able to navigate the Belmont press, trailing 2-0. As Olivia Brown lobs it into the right side of the paint to Spillane. Spillane trying to spin off her defender and tries to drive towards the basket. Loses the handle, and Shullsburg turns the ball over again. 15:37 to play in the first supply first half. Belmont 2, Shullsburg 0. Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont for all of your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating into Belmont. Casey Rickers crosses center court, tosses over to Courtney Fritz on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Casey Rickers. Rickers drives to the left side of the paint, now retreats to the left corner, finds Morgan Freeman at the top. Freeman driving in, puts it off the glass, but a foul called against Shullsburg. First foul of the game will be assessed on the Lady Miners. And free throws coming up for Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman on the season, averaging 15.5 points per game, 6.8 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 3.5 steals, shooting 65% from the free throw line. And actually, it's a foul on the floor. Foul is called against Haley Alt, her first personal. Inbound pass gets into Casey Rickers. Now Courtney Fritz with it in the right corner, puts up a three off the side iron. No, Morgan Freeman with the offensive board, tries to put it back, but the ball is swatted out of her hand by Taylor Russell. Russell comes away with the theft, hands off to McKinley Russell. And turning around, putting up the shot off the side iron, no good for McKinley Russell. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Belmont as Courtney Fritz trying to find a way to get past her defender, and a second foul assessed to Shullsburg. I believe this will be on Taylor Russell. That is the first personal on her. Second tee foul of the half for Shullsburg. 14:50 to play in the First Supply first half. 2-0. Belmont with the lead and possession of the basketball as Leitzinger has the ball on the high right side. Back out to the top. Casey Rickers loads up for three, drains it. Casey Rickers gets the party started from beyond the arc for Belmont. Three-pointer number 34 for her on the season. 5-0 Braves on top of the Lady Miners early going from Shullsburg High School. Haley out between the rings trying to spin off Courtney Fritz. Dribbles to the high right side, now to the right corner. Hands off to Spillane. Spillane in the paint. Kicks it out to the left corner. Pump faking and driving as Olivia Brown tries to put it off the glass. Ball rolls out the side of the rim. Rebound collected by Taylor Russell, and a foul called against Belmont on the outlet pass. Stops the clock with 14:07 to play in the First Supply first half. 5-0 Belmont on top. And the first foul will go against Jalen Leitzinger. First personal, first team foul for Belmont. Olivia Brown inbounding baseline right side. Overhead pass is deflected out of bounds by Casey Rickers. Ball will stay with Shullsburg, and they will inbound on the left side of the baseline this time. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. Inbound pass is lobbed in to Taylor Russell, given right back to Olivia Brown. Brown finds Alt in the corner, puts up a three, overshoots the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Casey Rickers and pushes it down the floor quickly, but the ball is tipped out of bounds by Spillane. And they're going to say it was off Courtney Fritz, so Shullsburg will take possession with 13:53 to play in the First Supply first half. Still 5-0. Belmont on top of Shullsburg. Inbound pass gets into McKinley Russell. Russell crosses the center court logo. Now dribbles left side of the paint, tries to put up a shot. That one too strong, but an offensive foul called against Shullsburg. And it will be the first foul on McKinley Russell. 13 foul of the half for Shullsburg. 13:43 to play in the First Supply first half. 5-0 Belmont on top. McNett Electric of Belmont can assist with all of your electrical needs. Call Chip and his crew at McNett Electric. They're ready to help you with your agricultural, commercial, and residential electrical needs. McNett Electric in Belmont. Courtney Fritz loses the handle of the basketball on the far side of the floor, but then poked out of bounds right in front of Coach Nathan Russell of Shullsburg. As a couple subs come in for the Lady Miners as Isabel Weagle's in the game. And also in the game is number 12, Eddie Woodworth. Morgan Freeman trying to get the inbound pass in on the far sideline, skips it in to Casey Rickers. Yo-yo dribble between the rings, hands off to the left wing to Brittany Taylor, who just checked in for Belmont. Cross-court pass back to the near side. Morgan Freeman in the paint, tries to find a teammate, volleyball, scramble, and finally recovered under the basket, but a push called against Taylor Russell, I believe. That'll be her second. 14 fouls on Shullsburg. And they're still looking for their first points of the game. 5-0 Belmont on top of Shullsburg. 13-13 to play in the First Supply first half. Morgan Freeman looking inbound baseline left side, and a foul on the floor before the inbound pass. Now who's this one on? They're going to say it's on number 5, Courtney Thiem. And under the basket, it's Courtney Fritz getting the bucket to go for Belmont. 7-0 Braves on top of Shullsburg, closing in on 13 minutes to play in the first supply first half. Haley Alt driving to the right side of the paint, loses the handle, stolen away by Belmont, and trying to push the ball ahead was number 24, Carson Raymaker, but she got fouled. And just like that, 6 team fouls on Shullsburg with 12:57 to play in the first supply first half. That's a second foul on Courtney Thiem. In the left corner for Belmont, it's Courtney Fritz. Now back to Morgan Freeman, back to the far side of the floor to Raymaker, who's normally in the starting lineup but is coming off the bench tonight as Morgan Freeman driving towards the basket, baseline, putting it off the glass and in. Morgan Freeman's first points of the game, the 4th different scorer for Belmont. 9-0 Braves on top of Shullsburg, 12:25 to play in the first supply first half. Ball driven in by Olivia Brown, kicks out to the right corner to Woodworth. Woodworth looking for a teammate, has the ball deflected and it's recovered by Weigel. Now driving in, Alt putting up the shot off the front of the rim, no good. Scramble for the rebound, saving it is Brittany Taylor. Gives it to Morgan Freeman, then pushes ahead to Courtney Fritz. Braves leading by 9, trying to make it a double-digit lead as a shot put up in the paint. That one off target, and now back at the top. Here, Rickers loading up for 3. Ball spit back out, and the rebound pulled down by Haley Alt. Alt trying to get past Brittany Taylor. 11:44 to play in the first supply, first half, 9-0, Belmont leading. And a screen, and an illegal screen called against Isabel Weigel. 7th team foul on Shullsburg. As the fouls really starting to add up for Shullsburg. 17 fouls on Shullsburg. They're still looking for their first points of the game. Checking out is Haley Alt. And now in the game is number 20, Alexis Alt. Belmont leading 9-0, 11:33 to play in the first supply, first half. Ball lobbed in and off the backboard and in for Carson Raymaker. 11-0. Belmont leading Shullsburg, 11:20 to play in the first supply, first half. Bringing it across center court is McKinley Russell on the left side. Hands out to Olivia Brown. Step and pop jumper, left side of the lane, short of the rim. Alt with the putback. That one's no good, and the rebound pulled away by Lexi Rickers. Rickers trying to go coast to coast. Tries to put up a layup off the side of the backboard, no good. And Alexis Alt gets the rebound for Shullsburg. Gives to McKinley Russell to get it across the timeline. Switching to the right hand. Puts up a layup, side of the backboard, no good, but Alt there with the putback. Alexis Alt puts Shullsburg on the board, 11-2. Belmont leading, 10:45 to play in the first supply, first half. Carson Raymaker between the rings, now retreats closer to center court, trying to work past Alt. Driving in, and Raymaker loses the handle of the ball, falls to her bottom, and now a foul called against Shullsburg, I believe, and a 1-and-1 coming up for Carson Raymaker. Carson Raymaker on the season averaging 8.2 points, 4.6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1.5 steals per game. Shooting 48% at the free throw line. The foul goes against number 12, Addie Woodworth, her first personal. Team foul number 8 for Shullsburg with 10:37 to go. In the first supply, first half, as Raymaker misses the free throw, and the rebound collected by Shullsburg as the Miners go back quickly down the floor. Shot missed by McKinley Russell. Scramble for the rebound on the left side of the paint as number 11, Stella Spillane, took a shot to the face, and play is going to be stopped as she's in some major discomfort. Looks like she took a forehead to the mouth, and she's going to check out of the game, and back in is going to be number 1, Isabel Weigel. Hopefully Spillane's okay. She's a little slow going to the sideline, but she's going to be tended to by the bench. And now an inbound pass coming for Shullsburg. 10:23 to go in the first supply, first half. 11-2, Belmont leading. Belmont, the number 10 ranked team in the state. Shullsburg, number 8. Throwing in the inbound pass is Olivia Brown. Brown lobs it in to Weigel on the left wing. Weigel dribbles to the right side, around the arc. Stops her dribble, hands off to Eddie Woodworth in the corner. Woodworth in the paint, stops her dribble, gives to Brown on the left wing. Now to the right elbow, skips it back to the top. Backing in is Weigel, and a scoop layup. That one way off target, and the rebound pulled down by Jalen Leitsinger. Ball push ahead to Raymaker. Open three, right corner, off the front of the rim, no good. Scramble for the rebound under the basket, and coming away with it is Olivia Brown. Brown trying to go in transition on the far side, stops her dribble, hands off to McKinley Russell. Finds a teammate in the corner, that's Eddie Woodworth, stops her dribble, skips it into Alt. Alt gives back out to the top to Weigel. Now works his way over to the right wing to Woodworth. Stops her dribble, and a miscommunication with McKinley Russell. Ball goes out of bounds on the far sideline, stops the clock with 9:35 to go in the First Supply first half, 11-2. Belmont's in the lead. Parman Farm Supply offers Best Kill insecticides and Easy Way cattle feeders. Parman Farm Supply can work with beef and dairy operations from 1 to 1,000, both organic and traditional. Call Parman Farm Supply in Belmont today. Belmont leading 11-2, under 9.5 minutes to go in the First Supply first half. Casey Rickers between the rings for Belmont. Switches to the left hand, hands off to Lexi Rickers on the left wing. As the defender falls to her feet, and now out of bounds on the far side, Courtney Fritz zigged when she should have zagged. And Shullsburg will inbound on the far side of the floor. 11-2 the score, 9:14 to go in the First Supply first half. Inbound pass gets in to McKinley Russell as the Miners trying to get past the Belmont press. McKinley Russell able to get it across center court on the far side. Step and pop jumper just beyond the free throw line, off the side of the rim, no good. And ball poked out of bounds, and a push called against Shullsburg. Is that his team foul number 9? They're going to say this is on Haley Alt. That's her second. 9 team fouls on Shullsburg. And Lexi Rickers at the free throw line, averaging 9.2 points, 4.2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2.5 steals per game, shooting 62% at the line. All checks out of the game for Shullsburg. And the front end of the 1-and-1, free throw is made by Lexi Rickers. Today's game also brought to you by the Sports Page. They welcome you in for ice cold beverages and order off their menu. Weekly specials include Friday night fish, Saturday night prime rib, and large 2-topping pizzas on Sundays. The Sports Page in Belmont. Second free throw is made. Score is now 13-2. Belmont on top of Shullsburg. 9:02 to go in the First Supply first half. McKinley Russell trying to get past Morgan Freeman, and a football pass forward, and that goes way out of bounds. And Belmont will take possession, and a timeout on the floor taken by Nathan Russell. 8:56 to go in the First Supply first half. Shullsburg trailing 13-2. Back after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 1.
Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
In game 1.
Belmont 13, Shullsburg 2, 8:46 to play in the First Supply first half. Braves in possession of the basketball coming out of the Shullsburg timeout. Casey Rickers on the high right side, stops her dribble, goes out to the top to Courtney Fritz. Back to Casey Rickers, stop and pop jumper, right side of the point, off the front of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Lexi Rickers, her putback's no good. Third time the charm, no, it ricochets off the bottom of the backboard, and the ball's still loose under the basket, and finally a held ball called. And the ball will stay with Belmont with 8:25 to go in the First Supply first half, 13-2, the score in favor of Belmont. Game tonight brought to you by McKnight Electric of Belmont. They can assist with all of your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at McKnight Electric are on call, ready to help you with your agricultural, business, and commercial needs. McKnight Electric of Belmont. Jalen Leitzinger with the layup for Belmont. 15-2 the score, 8:10 to go in the First Supply first half. It's been all Braves and a lot of foul trouble for Shullsburg as a three-pointer. Airball left side of the rim, goes out of bounds. Shot missed by Eddie Woodworth. And Belmont will take possession with 8:03 to go until the halftime break. Saunders Oil Company of Warren, family owned for 3 generations, offering delivery of premium diesel fuel and gasoline products to tri-state homes, farms, and businesses. Saunders Oil Company of Warren. Courtney Fritz with the basketball for Belmont. 15-2 lead in favor of the Braves. Ball skipped over in the right corner to Lexi Rickers, back to Casey Rickers on the right wing. Now Morgan Freeman trying to lob it into Leitzinger, and that pass is intercepted by McKinley Russell. Russell trying to go coast to coast, 1-on-2, and she is going to be fouled by one of 2 Braves. And they're going to say it's on number 24, Carson Raymaker, her first personal. Team foul number 2 for Belmont. As Coach Russell for Shullsburg trying to rotate players in and out as, again, the fouls have been piling up for Shullsburg. 9 team fouls in this First Supply first half. Shullsburg throwing in the inbound pass. Ball gets into Taylor Russell. Tries to throw it out to the top, and Carson Raymaker intercepts it and hands off to Casey Rickers. Now to Courtney Fritz on the right wing. Back out to the top to Casey Rickers. Raymaker in the left wing. Raymaker gives back to Casey Rickers at the top of the arc, and Rickers is going to set things up offensively. Gives it over to Lexi Rickers down the left corner to Morgan Freeman. Now Courtney Fritz back at the top of the arc. Loses the handle momentarily. Stops the dribble at the baseline. Now to the right corner to Casey Rickers. Finds Morgan Freeman, and her jumper right side of the paint is good. Morgan Freeman now with 4 points, a 17-2 lead in favor of Belmont. 7 minutes to play until halftime. Haley Alt trying to drive baseline, and a whistle called, and they're going to say it's in the act of shooting. So free throws coming up for Haley Alt. And 13 foul at the half goes against Belmont. Haley Alt on the season averaging 11.7 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2.5 steals per game, and shoots 83% at the line. And the first free throw on this trip is good for Alt. The foul was against number 20, Lexi Rickers. That's her second personal. With over 125 years of experience serving their customers' needs, Benton State Bank and its branches, Shullsburg Community Bank and Denison Potosi Community Bank, have built a reputation of putting the customer and community first. Alt misses the second free throw. Score remains 17-3. Belmont on top of Shullsburg. 6:45 to play in the First Supply first half. As Morgan Freeman puts up a shot, the floater's off the right side of the rim, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Shullsburg. Belmont will keep possession. This game also brought to you by Russell Family Farms of Shullsburg, a proud tradition of family farming in the Shullsburg community since 1852. Russell Family Farms reminds you to support your local ag producers. Inbound pass is stolen away by Olivia Brown, and will give back to McKinley Russell to get it across center court. As Shullsburg looking for some offense to get back into this game. 17-3, Belmont leading Shullsburg. As Haley Alt on the left wing. Trying to get past Brittany Taylor, throws a stiff arm. No foul called, and back out to the top to Olivia Brown. Brown switching to the left hand. Nice crossover dribble, tries to drive in, but a foul as she drives towards the basket, and it will be free throws coming up for Olivia Brown. Olivia Brown on the season, 6.1 points, 2.7 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 2 steals per contest, 57% at the free throw line. And the first free throw on this trip is good. Brown's first point of the game. Mount City Bank's total round of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Step into Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. Second free throw, no good. Score is now 17-4. Just over 6 minutes to go in the First Supply first half. Driving in is Brittany Taylor. Her floater's no good. Second chance, no good either. Off the side of the rim, then off the side of the face of McKinley Russell. Good ball kept alive by Shullsburg, and the Miners take possession. Russell, left side of the paint, puts up a floater. Ball ricochets off the side of the rim. Carson Raymaker with the rebound for Belmont. Rays go back down the floor. Brittany Taylor spots up for 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Morgan Freeman with the offensive board. Tries to kick it back out. Ball deflected, and it's out of bounds on the far side. And they're going to say it's out of bounds on Belmont. And Shullsburg will take possession with 5:35 to go in the first supply, first half. Runny Plumbing and Heating in Belmont for all of your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. Call Runny Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. Also by Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. Olivia Brown with the basketball for Shullsburg. On the right wing, hands out to Spillane in the right corner. Spillane dribbles to the high right side, now into the paint. Takes on a double team, and her shot is deflected by Courtney Fritz, but Alexis Salt able to track down the ball in the far right corner. Now to Spillane on the baseline, and her shot's blocked by Morgan Freeman, and she comes away with the basketball for the Braves. Freeman brings it back down the floor for Belmont. Skips it down low to Courtney Fritz. Her shot's missed, but a foul called against Shullsburg. I believe this is on McKinley Russell. Actually, beg your pardon, it's on Stella Spillane. That's her first. Team foul number 10 and double bonus now for Courtney Fritz. And Fritz switches the first free throw. Parman Farm Supply offers best kill insecticides and easy way cattle feeders. Parman Farm Supply can work with beef and dairy operations for 1 to 1,000, both organic and traditional. Call Parman Farm Supply in Belmont. Second free throw rattles in. Courtney Fritz converts both free throws. Fritz checks out of the game. Jalen Leitzinger back in for the Braves. 5:03 to go in the first supply, first half. Belmont 19, Shullsburg 4. Alexis Alt checks out, and Taylor Russell back in for the Lady Miners. Inbound pass gets into Isabel Weigel on the far side of the floor as the Miners try to navigate the full court press. Weigel brings it across the timeline on the far side of the floor, switches to the left hand, stops her dribble, gives out to the top to Alt. Alt spinning into the lane. Tries a duck under move. That shot's blocked, and ball stolen away by Belmont. Braves come back down the floor. Ball pushed in the right corner. Raymaker in down low as a left-handed floater somehow drops for Morgan Freeman. 6 points for Freeman, 21-4. Belmont on top of Shullsburg. 4.5 minutes to go till halftime. Ball pushed in right side of the paint, and a move by Taylor Russell trying to free up some space down low, but the ball goes out of bounds, and they say it's all ball. Or no, that is a foul against Morgan Freeman. Looks like they weren't going to line up for the free throw for just a moment, but team foul number 6 on Belmont. And the free throw is missed by Taylor Russell. Actually, the foul was against Leitzinger. That's her second. And the second free throw for Russell is spit back out. Goes 0 for 2 on that trip. Score remains 21-4 in favor of Belmont with 4:15 to go until the halftime break. Brittany Taylor on the far side of the floor skips over to Courtney Fritz between the rings. Now the Raymaker in the left corner finds Freeman at the left elbow. Now in the lane. Driving in, layup's no good. Second chance, off the glass and in. 8 points for Morgan Freeman, and a timeout taken by Shullsburg with 3:58 to go in the first supply, first half, 23-4. Belmont on top of Shullsburg. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 2. This is Doug Dolter with Dubuque Mattress. Dubuque Mattress was voted best place to buy a mattress for many reasons, but one of them was best price. Because Dubuque Mattress is a mattress factory, we are truly factory direct. We cut out the cost of the middleman. And because of our volume, we have the most buying power. I personally guarantee that Dubuque Mattress is 10 to 40% less than any other mattress store in town. Find us on Highway 20 directly across from Tyson's. Dubuque Mattress for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
At Riddle's Jewelry, we know there are moments in life when you realize this is what it's all about. And you wish you could hold on to that feeling forever. This is why we've made jewelry our passion for 65 years. This Valentine's Day, find the perfect gift with savings up to 50%. Riddle's Jewelry, family owned since 1959.
Riddle's Jewelry, located in the Kennedy Mall.
In Game 2.
3:58 to play in the first supply, first half from Shullsburg High School. It's been all Belmont Braves. 23-4 the score. Shullsburg in possession of the basketball coming out of the Shullsburg timeout. Shullsburg with 3 timeouts remaining on the game. Belmont with all 5 in their back pocket. Olivia Brown in the left corner. Dribbles to the left wing. Now to the free throw line. Out to the right wing to Spillane. Now to Haley Alt. Now to Alexis Alt on the top of the arc. Loses the handle. Saves it from going out of bounds. Morgan Freeman all over her. Ball skipped ahead to Weagle. Isabel Weagle between the rings. Hands out to Spillane on the right wing. 3:25 to go until halftime. Still 23-4. As the ball knocked out of the hands of Spillane and goes out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Brittany Taylor. An inbound pass coming in for Shullsburg. Right in front of the Belmont bench. Clock is stopped with 3:21 to go in the first supply, first half. Inbound pass gets in to Haley Alt. Ball switching from the right to the left hand. He goes towards the left side, gets a screen from a teammate. Now in the lane, goes baseline, left-handed layup off the glass and in. Haley Alt now with 3 points on the game. 23-6 the new score. Belmont leading, closing in on 3 minutes to play in the first supply, first half. Ball skipped into Morgan Freeman at the free throw line. Now out to Casey Rickers on the right side. Inlet pass to Raymaker, finds Freeman cutting towards the basket. Her layup spins off the side of the rim. McKinley Russell with the rebound for Shullsburg. Ball ahead to Alt, and the shot is blocked by Raymaker, and it's going to go out of bounds. Raymaker the last to touch it, and Shullsburg will inbound baseline left side with 2:44 to go in the first supply, first half. McNett Electric of Belmont can assist with all of your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you with your agricultural, commercial, and residential electrical needs. McNett Electric of Belmont. Olivia Brown with the ball in the right corner. Hands out to McKinley Russell, right side of the paint. Finds Brown cutting towards the basket. Nice pass down low. Nice finish for Taylor Russell. Taylor Russell with her first points of the game, 23-8. With 2:20 to go in the first supply, first half. Belmont leading Shullsburg. Braves in possession of the basketball in the right corner. Morgan Freeman gives out to the high right side. Now out to the top to Courtney Fritz. And Carson Raymaker at the left elbow. And a pass back to the near sideline goes out of bounds. Belmont turns the ball over with 2:09 to go until halftime. As Shullsburg has found a little bit of offense in the last minute or two, and they'll try and close out this first supply, first half on a high note, trying to get back into this contest. Olivia Brown skips it to McKinley Russell on the right elbow. Left-handed dribble, gets a screen, and a layup is missed off the side of the rim, and the offensive putback is good for Taylor Russell. Back-to-back field goals for Taylor, 23-10, Belmont leading. Courtney Fritz between the rings, tries to lob it down low to Raymaker. Nice finish off the glass. Carson Raymaker with a 2-point deposit on that bank shot, 25-10. Belmont leading, 91 seconds to go until halftime. McKinley Russell finds Addie Woodworth in the left corner. Trying to back down on her defender. Sets a dribble left side of the paint. Nice duck under move. Shot is missed, but Taylor Russell with the offensive rebound finds McKinley under the basket. And McKinley Russell gets the bucket for Shullsburg, 25-12, a minute 10 to go. Courtney Fritz with it on the left wing. Skips it over to the left corner to Morgan Freeman. Freeman weaving her way. Now finds Raymaker. Her jumper just in front of the free throw line. No good. Second chance no good for Morgan Freeman. Courtney Fritz tried to put it up a third time. And a foul called against Shullsburg. Stops the clock with 54.7 seconds to go in the first supply, first half. And free throws coming up for Courtney Fritz. Courtney Fritz with 4 points. She's 2 for 2 at the free throw line so far tonight. Sheetles Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Sheetles Heating and Cooling in Bloomington. That is the third foul on Taylor Russell. As Fritz loads up for the first free throw. Knocks down the first. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque when you are ready. And my Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Fritz converts the second free throw, giving her 6 points in total, 27-12. Belmont leading Shullsburg, 52 seconds to go until halftime. Ball pass ahead to Alexis Alt. Pump fakes, puts up a shot off the side of the rim, no good. Morgan Freeman with the rebound for Belmont. Her pass is deflected but recovered by Casey Rickers as she brings it across center court. Courtney Fritz to the left elbow, gives back to Brittany Taylor, now finds Casey Rickers on the right wing. 31 seconds to go. I'll skip to the corner to Morgan Freeman, ball over her head, gives back to Casey Rickers on the right wing. Now Courtney Fritz back at the top. Takes a dribble, off to Brittany Taylor in the left wing, now in the left corner. As Morgan Freeman gets it left side of the paint, skips it in to Fritz. Thought she picked up her pivot foot, but they're going to get back out to the right wing. No foul called, or no travel call, I should say. Now driving in, shot put up, off the glass and in for Brittany Taylor. Getting her first points of the game, and we go to halftime with Belmont leading Shullsburg 29-12. Basketball tonight brought to you by Herbst's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herbst's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Herbst's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herbst's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Russell Office is here to assist as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices. By Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist, the pros at Brian's gets the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. Again, our halftime score, 29-12. Belmont on top of Shullsburg. Our halftime report comes your way next on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
This is Peyton Dewitt from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. If you're looking for dependability in a new or used vehicle, Toyota has 7 out of the top 12 vehicles that last over 200,000 miles, ranking number 2 in J.D. Power's dependability study. Toyota also has 5 of the top 10 vehicles with the best resale value, according to Kelley Blue Book. Come see me to find your Toyota at Anderson Weber Toyota when you're ready.
Anderson Weber Toyota, next to Target in Dubuque. Visit them online at AndersonWeberToyota.com.
Could there be a better name? Auto Value Parts Stores. They aren't just about air fresheners or fuzzy dice. Auto Value Parts Stores are all about parts, auto parts, and advice. Pros who know auto parts with tons of tips when you need them the most. You want real value? Don't go to a place with a cute name. Go to Auto Value. Could there be a better name? I didn't think so. Your Auto Value Parts Store. We've got the parts, we've got the smarts.
In Game 3.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. At the half, 29-12. Belmont leading Shullsburg in 6 Rivers West. Girls basketball, a battle of top 10 teams and the battle for first place in the conference heading down the home stretch of the season. Our halftime report coming your way next on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
Hello, Ben here from Darlington Family Dental. Your smile is as important to us as it is to you. Give us a call and schedule a consultation to figure out if clear aligners might be right for you. The consultation is free. Zero interest financing is available. This solution for your smile might be more cost-effective than you think. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
This weekend, catch the big game at the River Rock Kitchen and Tap inside the Holiday Inn downtown Dubuque. They've got everything you need to fuel your game day celebrations, from their savory loaded chili to crispy flatbreads and mouth-watering appetizer platters. Their weekend specials are total game changers. Catch every minute of the action while you kick back with great food and beverages at River Rock Kitchen and Tap, your ultimate game day destination. Inside the Holiday Inn downtown Dubuque, where good food meets great moments. In Game 4.
Halftime at Shullsburg High School. The Belmont Braves leading the Shullsburg Lady Miners 29-12 at the halftime break. Tyler Dictanis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball is presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Other scores we can tell you about on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. River Ridge leading Highland at 9-2 with 10:30 to go in the first supply, first half. That one's over on ESPN Radio, AM 1590, WPVL. And I don't see any other updates to tell you about at the moment because we did get things started a little bit early with no JV game here at Shullsburg here this evening. But we will take one more timeout and we'll come back with the individual stats from the first supply, first half. Again, our halftime score, 29-12. In favor of Belmont on top of Shullsburg. 6 Rivers West girls basketball back after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
What does the lifetime comfort guarantee from Dubuque Mattress really mean? It means peace of mind. For the entire life of your Dubuque mattress, we will adjust the feel of it. If it feels a little too firm, we'll make it softer. If your mattress feels too soft, we'll make it firmer. We take the "what if I don't like it" out of mattress shopping to give you peace of mind. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
At Dubuque Mattress Factory, you got a little snooze time.
Masked Water Technologies invites you to unwind with the ultimate in relaxation, your own Bullfrog Spa. During Mask's exclusive President's Day hot tub sale, January 30th through February 17th, enjoy up to $2,000 in instant rebates or 36-month special financing on a brand new Bullfrog Spa. With Bullfrog's exclusive Jetpack therapy system, you can create a personalized massage experience right in the comfort of your home. Visit Masked Water Technologies in Platteville and Dubuque before this sale ends February 17th. Bullfrog Spas, peaceful body, peaceful mind, peaceful home.
In Game 5.
Great Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters at Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The halftime score, 29-12, Belmont leading Shullsburg in a battle for first place in the 6 Rivers West. In girls hoops, recapping the first half scoring, as it's been all Belmont really from start all the way through the first supply, first half, but a lot of foul trouble for Shullsburg as well, helping the Belmont Braves cause. The story of the first half, Shullsburg with 11 team fouls, Belmont with 6. And the foul trouble just has really disrupted Shullsburg's opportunity to get things going on the offensive side, and Coach Nathan Russell having to be really creative as far as rotating players in to keep them out of foul trouble to stay in the contest. Scoring for Belmont, leading the way, is Morgan Freeman with 8 points, 6 points for Courtney Fritz, 4 points apiece for Lexi Rickers and Carson Raymaker. Casey Rickers had a 3-pointer, and a 2-point bucket for Brittany Taylor. And at the free throw line as a team, Belmont is 6 of 7 at the charity stripe, and they have just the 1 3-pointer in that first supply, first half. Again, for Shullsburg, leading the way, Taylor Russell with 4 points, 3 points for Haley Alt, 2 points apiece for McKinley Russell and Alexis Alt. And Olivia Brown was 1 of 2 at the free throw line. But the foul trouble for Shullsburg, 3 personal fouls on Taylor Russell, and then 2 fouls on Haley Alt and Courtney Thien. Stella Spillane has a foul, Eddie Woodworth with a foul, and Isabel Weigel with a foul as well. We'll see if Shullsburg can dig their way out of the halftime deficit and somehow manage those fouls as well in the second half of our game here tonight. At the free throw line, Shullsburg is 2 of 6, and they have no 3-pointers on their stat line through one half of play here at Shullsburg High School. Again, some of the other games on Queen Bee Radio tonight. We just checked in on the Shoebox scoreboard a moment ago. And over in Illinois in boys basketball on X1071, it's Galena leading Scales Mound 14-11. And again, the last update on AM 1590 WPVL, it's River Ridge leading Highland at 9-2 with 10:30 to go in the First Supply first half. And then on Super Hits 106 of the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, a top 10 matchup in boys basketball. Big Swell rivalry game. Mineral Point is at Cuba City. Matthew getting in with the call of that one. Again on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our game here tonight brought to you by TC Networks of Platteville. From IT consulting to security cameras, door access control, and more. Learn more about what they can do to help you at tcnetworks.com. Tri-State Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Common Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Ginger and the gang a call. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. Guys Truck and Tractor for heavy-duty towing and recovery, reliable 24-hour roadside service and long-distance transports. Call on Guys Truck and Tractor in Kieler and at guystruck.com. Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. That's Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. Krantz Auto Parts, your local hardware Hank and Napa dealer. See Rob Krantz and the crew at Krantz Auto Parts for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts of Fenimore. Bitech Resource Management at Greener Way. Bitech Resource Management of Monroe. Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont. Prairie du Chien and at carriesguttersanddoors.com. Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at sloans.com. Bouse Electric. Call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher at Bouse Electric in Lancaster and Fenimore. WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and at wcc-brands.com. People's State Bank for personal, home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their area convenient locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control with over 40 years of professional friendly service. And by Diney's Tire and Auto, call the only hooker in town for 24-hour towing service at 568-3014. That's 568-3014. Your home for excellent car care is at Diney's Tire and Auto in Dickeyville. Second half underway as the Shullsburg Miners will work with the basketball, working from left to right as we see it from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth and as you see it on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. 29-12. Belmont leading Shullsburg. As Shullsburg trying to get back into the game. Shot put up and missed by number 0. That's Haley Alt. And Belmont with the rebound, and now they're in possession of the basketball 30 seconds into the second half. Morgan Freeman to the free throw line, back out, catch and shoot three on the right wing, off the back iron, no good. Scramble for the rebound as a couple players collide. Haley Alt a little slow to get up for Shullsburg. As the Miners will give the ball off to McKinley Russell on the right side of the paint, puts up a left-handed floater off the side iron, no good. Scramble for the rebound, ball pulled down by Leitzinger, given back to Casey Rickers to get it across center court. She'll push ahead to Courtney Fritz in the left corner, takes a couple dribbles, switches to the left hand, dribbles right in front of the baseline. Now inlet pass to Morgan Freeman. Tries to pass to her teammate. Ball deflected by Taylor Russell and stolen away by the Miners. Kinley Russell brings it back down the floor. Three-pointer put up on the left wing. Off the back iron, no good. And Morgan Freeman with the rebound for Belmont. And Morgan Freeman loses her footing as, boy, the bodies are hitting the floor here in Shullsburg. And they're going to call a foul on Shullsburg as Nathan Russell giving a verbal shoulder shrug on the far side of the floor. The foul's called against McKinley Russell. That's her second personal. Team foul number 1 of the half. For Shullsburg, team foul number 12 total on the game. Morgan Freeman at the left elbow, gives off to the left corner to Casey Rickers. Rickers now decides to dribble. Stops it in the left corner, cross-court pass to Courtney Fritz on the right wing. Now drives in, gets past the double team, loses the handle of the ball, goes out of bounds, and it will be Shullsburg basketball. Or no, they're going to say it's off Shullsburg. They were pointing towards Shullsburg way like they were going to take possession, but it'll be Belmont ball, inbounding baseline right side as Morgan Freeman gets the inbound pass into Courtney Fritz. Now to Lexi Rickers on the left wing, left corner, Casey Rickers. Lexi gets it right back, loses the handle momentarily, falls to her knees and gives back to Casey Rickers. Casey finds Leitzinger on the right corner. Now decides to dribble to the right wing, stops her dribble, gets to Courtney Fritz in the right corner. 15:55 to play in the second half, 29-12. Belmont with the lead. Morgan Freeman on the left wing, thought about shooting a three, but can give to the left corner to Rickers instead. Courtney Fritz has it at the top of the arc, is back to Casey Rickers on the left wing. Belmont taking their time, finding the right shot. Now driving in, Lexi Rickers has the ball ripped out of her hand by Taylor Russell. Russell coming back the other way, trying to go coast to coast. Her shot's no good, but a foul against Belmont. First foul of the half for Belmont. And free throws coming up for Taylor Russell. Taylor Russell 0 for 2 on her first 2 free throw attempts. She's got 4 points in total on the game. And the first free throw rattles in. Taylor Russell now with 5 points on the contest. The foul was against I'm not sure who it's against. They say it's number 1 on the scoreboard, but there's no number 1 for Belmont. But the second free throw is no good. Score remains 29-13, 15-20 to go. In the second half, they correct the scoreboard. It's on Casey Rickers. That's her first personal. Casey Rickers with the basketball for Belmont. She'll load up for 3. Left side of the point. Knocks it down. Second three-pointer of the game for Casey Rickers. Pushes the Belmont lead 32-13. 15 minutes to play. Shot put up in the lane for McKinley Russell off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound in favor of the Braves. Braves push it ahead. Courtney Fritz all alone. Left-handed layup. Rattles out. Second chance, and the putback is good for Morgan Freeman. It's all Braves so far tonight. 34-13. 14:40 to play. McKinley Russell on the near right wing is out to Spillane. She'll spot up for 3. That one spit back out. Offensive rebound for Olivia Brown, trying to put it back. That one rolls off the front of the rim. Taylor Russell, nice duck under move, and finishes off the glass and in. 7 points for Taylor Russell, 34-15. Belmont on top of Shullsburg, 14:15 to play. Courtney Fritz in the left corner. Overhead pass, cross court to Leitzinger. Leitzinger gives off to the corner to Casey Rickers. Now decides to dribble, goes baseline, and a pass deflected, knocked out of bounds. And Belmont will keep possession with 14:02 to play in the second half. Russell Family Farms of Shullsburg, a proud tradition of family farming in the Shullsburg community since 1852. Russell Family Farms reminds you to support your local ag producers. Courtney Fritz on the right wing finds Casey Rickers. She loads up for 3. Off the side iron, no good. Trying to track down the rebound as Brittany Taylor hits the deck. And they're going to say a foul. Is that a foul on McKinley Russell? No. McKinley Russell was looking like she was frustrated that it might be a foul on her, but it's out of bounds off her, and Belmont keeps possession. There's another collision under the basket, but both players get up. Now driving in, Casey Rickers puts up a shot, and it's stolen away by Shullsburg, and a scramble for the basketball, held ball. And the possession arrow gives it to Belmont, so they will inbound baseline left side. Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont for all of your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. Morgan Freeman gets the inbound pass in. Casey Rickers all alone. 3-pointer on the left wing. Off the side iron, no good. Morgan Freeman with the offensive board. Gets tangled up with number 3, Olivia Brown, and they're going to whistle her up for a foul. Have that down as Brown's first personal. Team foul number 2 as number 1, Isabel Weigel checks in, and that will send McKinley Russell to the bench. Morgan Freeman set to inbound for Belmont, baseline left side. 13:33 to go in the second half, 34-15. Belmont on top of Shullsburg. Courtney Fritz in the right corner. Gives out to the top to Taylor. Taylor skips it over to Leitzinger in the left wing. Now left corner, Morgan Freeman. Freeman drives in, now back out to the left wing. Works his way out to the top to Taylor, now to Fritz in the right corner. Fritz drives in, runs into a double team, kicks back out. Casey Rickers spotting up for 3, right side of the point. Off the rim, then the backboard, and another body hits the floor for Shullsburg. Freeman loads up for a jumper just inside the arc on the left corner, and the rebound pulled down by Haley Alt. Boy, there's just players hitting the floor on these cuts under the basket. No whistles called, though, as a layup is missed by Taylor Russell off the right side of the rim, and Belmont pulls down the rebound. 12:43 to go in the game, 34-15 in favor of the Braves, as Freeman's shot is off the front of the rim, no good, and the second chance no good either, but I believe another foul against Shullsburg. believe it's a hand check foul on Taylor Russell. That is her fourth. As she goes to the Shullsburg bench, trying to top with coach and dad Nathan Russell, as a free throw coming up for Morgan Freeman, and her first free throw is missed. 12:38 to go. 34-15 the score. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. Freeman's second free throw also no good, but the ball's tapped, and I believe a foul against Belmont off the rebound. And Shullsburg will take possession. It's 34-15 in favor of Belmont. As a battle for first place in the Six Rivers West for girls basketball. Olivia Brown gets the inbound pass as the Lady Miners trying to navigate the Belmont press, and they get it across center court. Olivia Brown spinning her way, goes in the lane. Shot is missed, but a foul, and Brown will go to the line. Stops the clock with 12:27 to play. And two free throws coming up for Olivia Brown. Olivia Brown was 1 of 2 on her first trip. And swishes the first. McNutt Electric of Belmont can assist you with all of your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at McNutt Electric are on call and ready to help you with your agricultural, commercial, and residential electrical needs. McNutt Electric of Belmont. Second free throw rattles in for Brown. Brown now with 3 points on the game. Our new score, 34-16. Belmont leading Shullsburg. As a stop for a quick sub as the inbound pass gets in to Casey Rickers. Rickers crosses center court on the far side. Now angles towards the near side. Courtney Fritz hands off out to the top. Now to the left wing to Casey Rickers. Casey Rickers between the rings. Stops her dribble, gets Brittany Taylor in the left wing. Now left corner, Lexi Rickers driving baseline and has the ball swatted out of her hand by Courtney Thien. Now back the other way, Haley Alt, right side of the paint. Dribbles to the baseline, now behind her back. Ball skipped into the right side of the paint to Addie Woodworth. She'll dribble out to the top of the arc, finds Olivia Brown in the left corner. Brown, underhand toss to Woodworth. She'll load up for three, straight ahead. Ball is deflected and was going to go out of bounds, but it's saved by Isabel Weigel. And Shullsburg gets the steal and the score. As Isabel Weigel saved it from going out of bounds, it went to a Belmont player, but then gets the steal and finishes off the glass and in. Scores 34-19, 11:27 to play in the game. Belmont with the lead and the ball. Courtney Fritz, right side of the point, hands off to the left wing to Lexi Rickers, now left corner, Brittany Taylor. Back to Lexi, now to Taylor in the left corner. Taylor dribbles out of the corner, hands out to Casey Rickers, now Courtney Fritz on the right wing. Inlet pass is deflected, but Taylor tries to put up a layup. That one too strong off the backboard, and the Miners come away with the rebound. 11 minutes to play, 34-19, Belmont leading Shullsburg. Haley out between the rings, angles towards the right side, now switches to the left hand. Back to the right, loses the handle, goes out of bounds. Belmont takes possession. 10:48 to play as another mass substitution for Shullsburg as McKinley Russell back in the game for the Miners. Same for Taylor Russell, who's now playing with 4 fouls, and Stella Spillane back in the game. Parman Farm Supply offers best kill insecticides and easy way cattle feeders. Parman Farm Supply can work with beef and dairy operations from 1 to 1,000, both organic and traditional. Call Parman Farm Supply in Belmont. Carson Raymaker drops the shoulder, and that's a charge. Offensive foul for Belmont. Carson Raymaker with a hockey check. Offensive foul stops the clock with 10:35 to play in the game, and a timeout taken, I believe, by Belmont as the Braves lead 34-19. So 30-second stop will stay here. Tell you that our game is brought to you by McNutt Electric of Belmont. They can assist you with all of your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at McNutt Electric are on call and ready to help you with your agricultural, business, and commercial needs. McNutt Electric in Belmont. The sports page welcomes you in for ice cold beverages and to order off their menu. Weekly specials include Friday night fish, Saturday night prime rib, and large 2-topping pizzas on Sundays. The sports page in Belmont. Saunders Oil Company of Warren, family owned for 3 generations, offering delivery of premium diesel fuel and gasoline products to tri-state area homes, farms, and businesses. Saunders Oil Company of Warren. Play resumes coming out of the Belmont timeout. Shullsburg gets the inbound pass in as Lady Martins try to navigate the Braves press. 34-19, Belmont leading Shullsburg. 10:25 to play in the contest, and the ball stolen away by Brittany Taylor. Steals it out of Olivia Brown's hands and coming back the other way. Ball knocked out of the hands of Taylor, driving towards the basket. And it's last touched by Shullsburg, so the Braves will inbound baseline left side. 10:19 to go. Morgan Freeman set to throw it in. Freeman fires a line drive pass to Raymaker. Raymer collides with the player on the right side of the basket, and Raymaker guilty of another offensive foul. Second charge in the last couple minutes called against Carson Raymaker. So the foul's starting to pile up for Belmont. That's team foul number 5. Personal foul number 3. Raymaker will go to the bench. Now Leitzinger back in the game for the Braves. McKinley Russell trying to get it across center court, working past Morgan Freeman. Just over 10 minutes to play in the game. 34-19, Belmont leading Shullsburg. Haley Alt at the left elbow, scoop, layup, that one rolls in. Haley Alt has 5 points on the game, 9:50 to play, 34-21. Belmont leading Shullsburg as Leitzinger spots up for a shot. Her shot off the left side of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by McKinley Russell. Russell bring it back down, goes for a layup, trying to go coast to coast, but a foul. And she'll go to the line. Team foul number 6 going to be called against Belmont, and free throws coming up for McKinley Russell. McKinley Russell on the season averaging 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 1.5 steals. Also 1 block on average per game. And the southpaw free throw shooter hits the first. Gives her 3 points on the game. With over 125 years of experience serving their customers' needs, Benton State Bank and its branches, Shullsburg Community Bank and Tennyson Potosi Community Bank, have built a reputation of putting the customer and community first. Second free throw, no good, but the rebound is collected by the Miners. As a shot put up right side of the basket, no good, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Belmont basketball. 9:26 to play in the game, 34-22. Belmont leading Shullsburg. So Belmont has led wire to wire. They jumped out to an early lead. Shullsburg got into deep foul trouble early on. Shullsburg's found some offense, but Belmont has had a couple answers themselves. Freeman weaving her way through traffic, loses her footing, and the ball goes out of bounds as the floor is slippery again as players keep hitting the floor on both sides. They say it went out of bounds on Morgan Freeman, so Shullsburg will take possession. Inbounding baseline right side is Haley Alt. Gets it into McKinley Russell right in front of the baseline. Russell brings it across the timeline on the near side. Now weaving her way in the lane is Haley Alt. Her layup spins off the side of the rim. Ball poked out of bounds. And they say Shullsburg is the last to touch it, so it will be Belmont Braves basketball with 8:57 to play in the game. 34-22. Belmont leading the Braves. Or Belmont leading Shullsburg, I should say. Casey Rickers skips it over to the right wing to Leitzinger. Now in the right corner to Morgan Freeman. Freeman now dribbles to the right side of the paint. Kicks out to Casey Rickers on the left wing. Thought about shooting, but gets out to the top. Rickers loses the handle momentarily as McKinley Russell poked it in the backcourt, and they're going to say an over and back as Casey Rickers stepped over the center court line. Belmont turns it over. Courtney Fritz going to check into the game for Belmont, and Casey Rickers will have a seat. McKinley Russell inbounding right in front of the scores table on the far side of the floor with 8:35 to play, 34-22. Belmont leading Shullsburg. Now pass gets into Haley Alt. Underhand toss into the corner to Isabel Weigel. Weigel retreats to the three-point arc, out to Spillane between the rings. Spillane, crossover dribble to the left wing. Underhand toss, McKinley Russell, rainbow three, side of the rim, no good. Rebound collected by Courtney Fritz, and a foul as Courtney Fritz tried to get past her defender, and I think they're going to whistle that one up on Taylor Russell, and if that's the case, she's fouled out of the game. Taylor Russell fouls out with 8:15 to play in the game. She'll finish with 7 points. Team foul number 4 for Shullsburg. 34-22 the score. Belmont leading Shullsburg, just over 8 minutes to play. Jalen Leitzinger on the right wing, dribbles inside the arc, hands off to Courtney Fritz at the top. Fritz stops her dribble just inside the three-point arc. Looking for a teammate, finds Courtney Fritz on the right side. And another hand check foul called against Shullsburg. Couldn't tell if that was Russell or Spillane. And it will be the third assessed on McKinley Russell. Isabel Weigel checks out of the game. Now back in is number 20, Alexis Alt. Courtney Fritz gets the inbound pass, hands off to Morgan Freeman on the far side of the floor. 7:45 to play in the game. 34-22. Belmont leading Shullsburg. Courtney Fritz loses the handle momentarily on the right wing. Now skips it to Lexi Rickers, dribbles out of the three-point arc as Olivia Brown's all over her. Now a jumper and off the window and in. Somehow, some way, Lexi Rickers gets the deposit. 6 points for Rickers, 36-22, 7:18 to play. Olivia Brown hands off to Spillane in the left corner, overshoots the rim. Alexis Alt with the offensive board, hands off to Haley Alt on the right wing. Now Alt driving baseline, off the back iron, no good. As Alexis Alt gets the offensive rebound, no, it's straight ahead three for Spillane, goes to the left corner, and now an inlet pass. Haley Alt puts up the shot, shot's no good, but a foul on Belmont. Boy, what a frenzied series that was. (36-22) the score. Haley Alt goes to the free throw line. And the first free throw for Alt rattles out, no good. Alt is now 1 of 3. Sheetles Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Sheetles Heating and Cooling in Bloomington. And by Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, when you are ready. Second free throw good for Haley Alt. Haley Alt now with 6 points on the game, 36-23 in favor of Belmont, 6:50 to play. Casey Rickers gets it across center court for Belmont. As Morgan Freeman spots up for three on the right corner, overshoots the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Eddie Woodworth. McKinley Russell jogs across center court, angles to the left side, gives to Olivia Brown. She'll spot up for three, and the left corner, that one swished. Olivia Brown with the three. It's back to a 10-point margin in favor of Belmont. 36-26, 6:18 to go. Morgan Freeman dribbles out of the corner. Now driving in as Lexi Rickers finds Courtney Fritz. She loads up for three off the side of the rim, no good. And a tie-up for the basketball, and the possession arrow will give it to Shullsburg. 6:07 remaining, 36-26 the score, and a timeout taken by Belmont. And it's a full stop. We'll take one, too. 36-26, Belmont leading Shullsburg. 6:07 to play. Back after this on WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Looking to upgrade your windows? Look no further than Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington. Whether it's the elegance of Hunter Douglas window treatments or the beauty of Carroll Fabrics custom draperies, Hermson's has the perfect solution for your home with top quality products and expert service. Hermson's will measure and install, taking the stress out of your project. Don't wait. Call Hermson's today to schedule your appointment and transform your windows with style and sophistication. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
In Game 6.
Coming out of the Belmont timeout, McKinley Russell missed a layup and back the other way. Belmont puts up a shot missed by Casey Rickers, cleans up her own mess, tries to put it up, but she got fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line for 2. Another foul on Shullsburg. As I believe now both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Belmont has 17 fouls as they whistle up Eddie Woodworth for her second personal. And the first free throw knocked in for Casey Rickers on this trip. Actually, it's just 16 fouls now for Shullsburg in the second half. 37-26, the new score with 5:45 to play. And the second free throw bricked off the side of the rim. And the Miners come away with the rebound as McKinley Russell loses the ball in the backcourt. And recovering it is Olivia Brown. Brown brings it across the timeline. Stops her dribble at the top of the arc. Hands out to Haley Alt on the right wing. Belmont leads by 11, 37-26, under 5.5 minutes to play. Olivia Brown in the left corner. Now decides to dribble. Loses the handle, kicks it over to McKinley Russell. She'll spot up for 3, short of the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Lexi Rickers. Skips it ahead to Casey Rickers, and a foul called against Olivia Brown. Actually, beg your pardon, they're going to say that's on number 10, McKinley Russell. As Brown looked like she was the one that made contact, but they're going to say the foul's on McKinley Russell. That's her 4th foul as the free throw is missed. But the offensive rebound collected by Belmont. 37-26 the score, just over 5 minutes left. On the high right side, Casey Rickers stops her dribble, gets to Courtney Fritz on the near side. Fritz, cross-court pass back to Casey Rickers. Thought about spotting up for 3, but going to try and pass it back to Fritz and loses the handle, but recovering it is Haley Alt. The ball knocked out of bounds, and we have a foul on Courtney Fritz. That'll be team foul number 8 on the Braves. And that will send Haley Alt to the free throw line. Haley Alt with 6 points on the game, 4:49 to play in the contest, 37-26 in favor of Belmont. And swishing the first free throw at the 1-and-1 is Haley Alt. Converted free throw here makes it a single-digit deficit for Shullsburg. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Second free throw is good, 37-28, 4:49 to go. Shullsburg still alive, 3-possession game. As Casey Rickers gets it across center court on the far side, switches to the left hand, being trailed by Courtney Thien. Casey gets a screen from Lexi and a ball knocked into the backcourt, and they're going to say a foul on Shullsburg as Nathan Russell is beside himself on the Shullsburg sideline. I'll say from here it looked like all ball. As that is a big foul because McKinley Russell has now fouled out of the game. McKinley Russell and Taylor Russell have both fouled out of the game for Shullsburg with 4:33 to play in the game, and now Casey Rickers at the free throw line. And Rickers hits the front end of the 1-and-1. 8 points for Casey Rickers on the game, can make it 9 here. Back to a 10-point lead for Belmont, 38-28, 4:33 to go. Second free throw also good. Inbound pass gets in to Olivia Brown. Brown pushes ahead, and Weigel loses the handle. Ball stolen away by Belmont. Ball pushed ahead to Casey Rickers as she tries to skip it back to Morgan Freeman, and another foul called against Shullsburg. Team foul number 9 and personal foul number 2 on Olivia Brown. Lexi Rickers at the free throw line now. Misses the free throw. Ball ricochets out of bounds, and it will be Shullsburg ball with 4:21 to go. 39-28. Belmont leading Shullsburg. Inbound pass coming in from the far side of the floor. Haley Alt set to throw it in. Ball throws it into the backcourt to Olivia Brown. Brown stops her dribble. Fires ahead to Spillane, now pushing it to the far side of the floor, now cutting towards the basket. Haley Alt gets the bucket and the foul. Seven points for Haley Alt in the second half. She's in double figures with 10 and has an opportunity to convert a three-point play as Alexis Alt checks into the game for Shullsburg, sending Courtney Thien to the bench. The foul was called against Casey Rickers. That's her third personal. Both teams now with 9 team fouls in the half. Second free throw good. Or converting the three-point play, I should say, is Haley Alt. 39-31, 4:12 remaining. Inbound pass gets into Morgan Freeman. Freeman trying to get past Haley Alt. Dribbles to the far side of the floor, crosses the timeline, slows down her dribble. Now switches to the left hand, hands out to Carson Raymaker on the near side. Raymaker being trailed by Alexis Alt. Dribbles to the left wing. Now closer to center court. And a push called against Alexis Alt. Stops the clock with 3:48 to play. Score still 39-31 in favor of Belmont. And now 2 free throws coming up for Carson Raymaker. Raymaker with 4 points. She is 0 for 1 at the free throw line tonight. And the first free throw missed off the back iron. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Second free throw is good for Carson Raymaker. Gives her 5 points on the game. Belmont 40, Shullsburg 31. 3:45 remaining. Still 3-possession game. Haley Alt in the corner, going baseline. Tries to skip it ahead. Ball kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with Shullsburg. Off the foot of Casey Rickers under the basket. Coach Nathan Russell giving instructions to Stella Spillane. Olivia Brown sets to throw in the inbound pass. Ball gets in. Jumper at the left elbow, no good. Offensive rebound collected by Spillane, trying to clean up her own mess. Puts up a shot under the basket, but the ball knocked out of her hands. And she's going to go to the line as Courtney Fritz. Or beg your pardon, that's Morgan Freeman guilty of the foul. Second foul on her, and now both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way. 3:32 remaining, 40-31. Belmont leading Shullsburg. Free throws coming up for Spillane. Swishes the first. That's Spillane's first point of the game. Tonight's game brought to you by Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Second free throw short of the rim. Morgan Freeman with the rebound and a whistle against Shullsburg. Will put Morgan Freeman at the line. Spillane goes 1 of 2 on that trip. Score remains 40-32 in favor of Belmont with 3:31 remaining, and now Morgan Freeman at the line as Haley Alt guilty of her third personal. First free throw rattles in for Freeman. Freeman now with 11 points on the game. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's gets the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. Second free throw good for Freeman. Stretches the lead back to 10, 42-32 with 3:31 remaining in the game, and a timeout on the floor for Belmont. It's a 30-second stop. And we'll tell you that our game is brought to you by Russell Family Farms of Shullsburg, a proud tradition of family farming in the Shullsburg community since 1852. Russell Family Farms reminds you to support your local ag producers. Mount City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Step into Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont for all of your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. Parman Farm Supply offers best kill insecticides and easy way cattle feeders. Parman Farm Supply can work with beef and dairy operations from 1 to 1,000, both organic and traditional. Call Parman Farm Supply in Belmont. Belmont with 2 timeouts remaining. Shullsburg with 3. 3:25 remaining in the game. Belmont 42, Shullsburg 32. Battle for first place in the Six Rivers West from girls basketball on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Olivia Brown dribbles to the right corner. Cross-court pass to the left corner to Haley Alt. Alt backing down on Freeman. Duck under move. Puts up a shot. No good, but Freeman guilty of the foul. That'll be the third on Morgan Freeman. And free throws coming up again for Haley Alt. Haley Alt with 11 points on the game and knocks down the first free throw to make it 12. 42-33, 3:09 to go. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com. Member FDIC. Second free throw swish as well. 13 points for Alt, 42-34, 3:06 to go. Inbound pass gets in. Morgan Freeman trying to get past Courtney Thien, and a timeout taken by Belmont to keep possession. As Shullsburg staying alive with 3:02 remaining. It's a full stop. We'll take one, too. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Managing diabetes can be challenging, but you don't have to do it alone. Join Grant Regional Health Center on February 13th from 1 to 2 p.m. for our monthly diabetes education and support group, where we'll focus on an important topic, heart disease and diabetes. Learn tips from our experts, connect with others, and gain valuable insights to help you live your healthiest life. It's free, it's supportive, and it's all about you. For more information, call 608-723-3272. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
I got serious about staying fit just a couple of years ago. Now 5Ks, yoga, and smart nutrition are all part of my weekly routine. Part of my eating right plan? Country Hearth Breads. Natural breads with the whole grains and natural ingredients my body needs to perform at its best. Just a slice of toasted multigrain with peanut butter before a workout, and I'm ready to roll. Country Hearth is the easy choice because it's good for me and great tasting too. Country Hearth Breads, baking our best for you.
In Game 7.
Belmont's able to get past the Shullsburg press, and a foul called against Shullsburg. I believe it's going to be Isabel Weigel guilty of the foul. 2:53 remaining in the game. It's Belmont 42, Shullsburg 34. The winner of this game is in first place in the Six Rivers West. Grant Regional Health Center People State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Morgan Freeman converts the first free throw. And it is the second personal on Isabel Weigel. Both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way. Second free throw for Freeman off the back iron, no good. Shullsburg pulls down the rebound. It's 43-34 palindrome score with 2:47 to go. Olivia Brown walks across center court with the ball for Shullsburg. Tries a cross-court pass to Stella Spillane. Spillane gives back to Brown on the left wing. Lobs it in for Spillane. Nice shot, but off target, but a foul against Belmont. And Spillane will go to the line. Boy, that was a nice rainbow pass for Spillane, but couldn't convert with the contact. 2:35 remaining, 43-34. Belmont in the lead. Big free throws coming up for Spillane. First free throw gets the lucky bounce. She's now 2 of 3 at the line. Spillane loading up for the second. Gets it. 43-36, 2:34 to go, a lot of time. And Shullsburg has clawed their way back into this contest, getting through all the foul trouble as Courtney Fritz gets the ball, finds Lexi Rickers, gives to Morgan Freeman at the left elbow, now back out to the top to Casey Rickers. Rickers switches to the left hand, now to Lexi Rickers in the left corner. Rickers dribbles out of it, finds Courtney Fritz on the right wing, and being harassed by Spillane. That'll be the second personal on Spillane. Stops the clock with 2:12 to go. It's 43-36, Belmont in the lead, and Courtney Fritz going to the free throw line. She's 4 for 4 at the free throw line so far tonight. Make it 5 of 5. Game tonight brought to you by Russell Offices, here to assist as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices. Courtney Fritz, now a perfect 6 for 6 at the free throw line tonight, stretches the Belmont lead to 45-36 with 2:05 remaining. Haley Alt dribbles to the right side of the paint, hands off to Spillane. Spillane puts up a floater in the lane, off the side of the rim, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Lexi Rickers. Gives to Courtney Fritz. Fritz runs into a double team, gives back to Casey Rickers as she tries to navigate past Olivia Brown. Gets it across the timeline. And now between the rings, going to hand off to Lexi Rickers. 1:42 to play. Belmont trying to close out Shullsburg. Ball lobbed on the right side of the paint, or right side of the arc, I should say, and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Courtney Thiem. 1:37 remaining. Morgan Freeman sets to run the inbound pass right next to the Belmont bench on the far side of the floor. Inbound pass gets into Courtney Fritz in the corner. Fritz now dribbling, going baseline, skips it to Morgan Freeman. She's going to dribble back out, and now works his way to Leitzinger in the left corner. Under 90 seconds left. It's 45-36, and finally a foul against Shullsburg to conserve some time. As Courtney Thien will be guilty of the foul. That would be her third. And Jalen Leitzinger going to the free throw line. It is the third on Courtney Thien. And Leitzinger misses the first free throw. Leitzinger had a 2-point field goal earlier, but misses her first free throw on this trip. Leitzinger misses the second free throw. Scramble for the rebound. The Braves come away with it. 1:20 to go. 45-36 the score. Belmont trying to close out Shullsburg. Lexi Rickers on the left wing. Skips it over to Morgan Freeman at the top. Now Casey Rickers on the high right side. Rickers to the left hand. Closing in on a minute to play. Thien trying to guard Lexi Rickers, but gives out to Casey Rickers in the backcourt. 53 seconds remaining, and finally a foul called against Shullsburg to stop the clock with 53 seconds left. And I believe this will be on Haley Alt. That's her fourth. Free throws coming up for Morgan Freeman. And the free throw is knocked down. Tonight's game brought to you by Saunders Oil Company of Warren, family owned for 3 generations, offering delivery of premium diesel fuel and gasoline products to tri-state homes, farms, and businesses. Saunders Oil Company of Warren. Second free throw, spit back out, and the rebound collected by Belmont. Score remains 46-36, 47 seconds remaining, and another foul called against Shullsburg. This one against Olivia Brown. That will send Casey Rickers to the free throw line. With over 125 years of experience serving their customers' needs, Benton State Bank and its branches, Shullsburg Community Bank and Tennyson Potosi Community Bank, have built a reputation of putting the customer and community first. Rickers hits the first free throw. Stretches the Belmont lead 47-36 with 46.9 seconds left. Second free throw good for Rickers. (48-36), 42 seconds remaining. Olivia Brown on the high left side. Now decides to dribble. Angles towards the right side. Now a scoop layup short of the rim, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Belmont. Stops the clock with 32.9 seconds left. And Haley Alt will throw in the inbound pass, baseline left side of the basket. Inbound pass gets into Olivia Brown in the corner. Now Haley Alt with it in the corner, driving in, puts up a floater left side of the paint, off the back iron. No, Brown, or Alt trying to clean up her own mess, and she gets tied up with Morgan Freeman. Possession arrow gives it to Belmont with 23.2 seconds left. The sports page welcomes you in for high school beverages and order at their menu. Weekly specials include Friday night fish, Saturday night prime rib, and large two-topping pizzas on Sundays. The sports page in Belmont. Inbound pass gets in And Shullsburg has it. Spillane loading up for three on the right side. Off the top of the backboard. Rebound collected by Woodworth. She puts up a layup. It's no good. But she's going to go to the line with 12.5 seconds left. It's 48-36 Belmont on top of Shullsburg. And barring something miraculous, Belmont is going to be in first place in the Six Rivers West. First free throw is good for Woodworth. That's her first point of the game. Second free throw bounces off the back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Braves, 8 seconds left. And the Braves are going to close it out. And the final score from Shullsburg High School, Belmont 48, Shullsburg 37. Belmont improves to 13-5 on the season. They go to 9-3 in the Six Rivers West. And the Shullsburg Miners fall to 14-5 and 8-4 in the Six Rivers West. Belmont's next game is Monday night at Mineral Point. We'll have that game on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And Shullsburg will try to get back on the right track on Saturday against Wisconsin Rapids Assumption at Just a Game Fieldhouse, again on Saturday afternoon. Coming up next, the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. We'll check in on the shoebox scoreboard, recap the scoring of our game here in Shullsburg, and tell you what we have coming up in high school sports coming up the rest of the week. Our Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show coming up next on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 8.
Are you interested in a free checking account? Do you need a debit card today with no delay? We now offer instant issue on our debit cards. Hi, my name is Sarah Rogers, your branch manager, retail lending officer from Mound City Bank in Cuba City. When you open your checking account, we can now issue your debit card so you have purchasing access to your account the day it's open. Stop by or call us at 608-744-2141 for more details or questions. Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
In Game 8.
High school girls basketball on 97.7 Country WGLR, brought to you by McNett Electric of Belmont. They can assist you with all of your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you with your agricultural business and commercial needs. McNett Electric and Belmont. The final score from Shullsburg, 48-37. The Belmont Braves take down the Shullsburg Miners and are alone in first place in the Six Rivers West. The Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show coming up next on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 9.
From small-town businesses to large multi-state operations, Tricor Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance have industry expertise that can cover all types of businesses.
Having an insurance agency that understands our business is a real benefit. They know our people. It's something Tricor does really well.
Tricor's in-depth knowledge of insurance, regulation, compliance, and safety consulting is here to help your business succeed. Working with leading insurance companies like Auto Owners Insurance. They'll be there when you need them most. Visit TricorInsurance.com to learn more about Tricor Insurance Cycle of Care.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop into the Shoebox, the largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
In Game 9.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The final score from Shullsburg High School, 48-37. The Belmont Braves take down the Shullsburg Lady Miners. And we will have the Edward Jones Reeswald Management postgame show coming up next on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 10.
Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
At Dubuque Mattress, we understand the quality of sleep is important. That's why when you shop at Dubuque Mattress, you'll notice that we are invested in finding the right mattress for you. Our trained and experienced sales staff won't sell you something you don't need or want. We care about you, the customer, and want you to get the best night's sleep possible. That's our goal. Stop in today along Highway 20, directly across from Tyson's. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In game 10.
(48-37), Belmont your winner over Shullsburg and Six Rivers West. Girls basketball, the Belmont Braves are alone in first place in the conference heading down the home stretch of the season. Let's check it on the shoebox scoreboard of the other games across our Queen Bee Radio family of stations. Over on ESPN Radio, AM 1590, WPVL, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. River Ridge leading Highland 48-24. That was with 3:47 to play in the game. On X1071 and boys basketball, 44-37. Galena leading Scales Mound. That's with 5:31 remaining in the game. And the last update that we had on Super Hits 106, Mineral Point leading Cuba City 25-22. That's the remainder of that one again on Super Hits 106 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Other updates, we have Platteville leading River Valley 39-12. That was at the half. That's in girls basketball action. Coming up next, the Edward Jones Reeswald Management postgame show. Recap the scoring, and we'll see if Coach Kaylee McGettigan will join us for some postgame thoughts here in a bit as well. The Edward Jones Reeswald Management postgame show coming up next on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Postgame 3 minutes.
Hey y'all, I'm Kelly Clarkson. Every American dreams of creating a better life for his or her family, but in some communities, those dreams face difficult challenges. When we come together to help those in need get the same opportunities as everyone else, we truly are making our country a better place to live for all of us. So look for volunteer opportunities in your community to help others achieve the American dream, all right? This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
Does that number calling you look familiar, but you aren't sure if you know them? It could be a scam using spoofing. I'm Lancaster Police Chief Deborah Rukoff. Spoofing is a way scammers make it look like an area number, or even a number you know, is calling you. In reality, they could be hundreds or thousands of miles away. Scam calls are after one thing, your information. Prevent a crime before it happens. Keep your personal information private and hang up if you suspect it's a scam.
This public service announcement courtesy of Queen Bee Radio.
I'm Dr. Miller, a dentist and a volunteer for Dental Lifeline Network. DLN is a nonprofit that has helped me literally change the lives of people in my community through the Donated Dental Services program. DLN asks dentists to volunteer to see just one of the many patients in need each year. If you're a dentist or know a dentist, please share this information. Like me, they can make a real difference in someone's life. DLN makes it easy.
Go to willyouseeone.org to learn more. That's willyouseeone.org.
So, what's the asking price on these houses?
You'd probably be more comfortable living somewhere else.
How long is the lease?
Sure, you can afford to live here, but...
How about the schools?
We have twins.
This neighborhood probably wouldn't be right for your kids.
If a real estate or rental agent says anything like this, you are being discriminated against, and it is illegal. If you experience housing discrimination, go to HUD.gov/fair housing and report it. Fair housing. The law is on your side. A message from HUD in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Parents, we know we can't protect our kids from everything. Eventually, they're going to bump their heads or scrape their knees. But we can protect them from 6 types of cancer. HPV, or human papillomavirus, is a common, preventable virus that can cause cancer later in life. The HPV vaccine prevents human papillomavirus and all the cancers it can cause. The American Cancer Society recommends getting your sons and daughters the HPV vaccine starting at age 9 to protect them later in life.
It is time for the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Edward Jones is a financial services firm serving individuals and business owners. Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Time now for the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The final score from Shullsburg High School, 48-37. The Belmont Braves take down the Shullsburg Miners, avenging one of their losses on the season. And we're joined now by the victorious head coach, Kieler McGettigan. Coach, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the win. Boy, what a gritty win, a very physical game, pretty much your classic Six Rivers West girls basketball game. Just talk about what it means to win this kind of game, because we talked about this before, especially against the game against Barneveld. Team has come so close in these gritty games against teams that you're going to be fighting against for seeding and things like that. Getting a big win tonight on the road in Shullsburg's gym against a very quality opponent. Talk about what this win means for you and your team.
Yeah, anytime you get a conference win, it's huge, right? And then to avenge a loss, the one that we thought that kind of got away from us down at our place, it's a big turnaround for us. And defensively, we do such a nice job coming out of the gates that we tend to take teams' confidence away from them, but we knew that Shullsburg just wouldn't stay down. So we had to continue that effort, and I thought we lulled a little bit in the second half, but we finished the way we need to finish games.
Yeah, it did seem a little bit more hyper-aggressive. I mean, just with the bodies hitting the floor and, just keeping in mind all the injuries that your team has and stuff like that, I can imagine, trying to keep that momentum and that mentality, in there that, your team has to be playing, a physical brand of basketball to come away with the win. It started off, very well in your favor early on. Obviously, Shullsburg got into foul trouble very early, but your team shot very well at the free throw line tonight, 18 of 27 by my count. So talk about how your team was able to respond to what Shullsburg was bringing and just what your team had to do to get the win tonight.
Yeah, we don't mind physical games, if you can tell. These girls put in the time. We lift at least twice a week. They prefer to lift on game day morning. So, strength-wise, I don't worry about them at all. And we are a little bit bitten with the injury bug, but, Carson, who's hurt, still wants to play, and she gives us everything she can, and that goes for any one of our kids. And so if we're going to get into a physical game, I'd take my team anytime, any day of the week.
Yep, and now you're in first place, pretty much control your destiny, down the rest of the way, just looking at the schedule, but you still have some big opponents coming up here. Mineral Point on Monday night, that's going to be a big one. We'll have that game on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Argyle Peck, another big matchup coming down here, and we're seeing coming down to the wire, and it looks like Argyle Peck is in the lead with 4 seconds left in that one, so that's another big game. And then, of course, closing out the season at River Ridge. Talk about the things you want to tighten up down this home stretch of the season as the postseason looms around the corner, and conference title in your eyesight.
Yeah, after we celebrated in the locker room real quick, that was the first thing I said, girls, we still have games ahead of us. That this isn't the first sure thing. And anytime we battle Highland or River Ridge, it's a tough game. And Highland comes to us, but we have to finish the year at Ridge. So some things we have to clean up is offensively down this stretch. We just have to move the ball better and be confident, come back to it. And then defensively, we have to communicate better when we're tired. We tend to lapse a little bit in that when we're tired. So I'm just going to really press that we're talking, we're communicating, and everything we're seeing on the floor has to be verbalized.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you about the Tricor Turning Point, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. It did feel like Shullsburg was kind of getting back into it, a 3-possession game in the last 3 minutes or so, but the big free throw shooting down the home stretch definitely helped your team. I thought that was kind of the turning point to kind of seal the deal. What stood out to you the most as far as the momentum swinging in your favor to close the game out?
Yeah, I thought the offensive rebounds that we got. It was a kind of a backbreakers, when they put us to the line, even the ones we missed. I thought that we had 2 huge boards from Morgan Freeman and Lexi Rickers, and just kind of make sure that we're controlling that, and then making good decisions after we get those rebounds. We weren't just throwing the shot back up; we were kicking it out and looking to move the ball and making them come out and foul us. And I'm sure the scout was foul them early if you're down because they haven't been shooting free throws well, and we handled it well and we made the shots we need to make.
All right, then a big game coming up on Monday night at Mineral Point. Again, we'll have that game on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. A non-conference game, but a very quality opponent to help prepare you for those big matchups down the postseason. What do you know about the Pointers, and what's Belmont going to be working on heading into that game on Monday night?
We have to handle pressure. That's what Mineral Point does. They run a half-court run and jump. They look to press you in the full court. They have really, really good ball handlers on the guard. And then they have a really, really good post player in the Cabot girl. That's going to be really hard to defend. So, that game is not a must-win for us. That game will be a learning game for us. Do what we can, kind of mix around with some things, and then get back to conference play right away on Tuesday against Highland. So we loaded our schedule for a reason. We want to be battle-tested, and we will be.
Yeah, but again, a few big games. You got Argyle Peck, coming up on the schedule as well, closing out the season at River Ridge. No easy place to get a win either. So some really tough tests, and your team's already been battle tested, and just kind of looking at the season overall. I mean, this season just seems even more competitive than what it normally is. I mean, any given night. I mean, River Ridge came here and got a win against Shullsburg. They've been kind of middle of the pack in the conference. But as far as how the quality of basketball in this area, especially in the Six Rivers West and the crossover games against some very tough Six Rivers East teams, those games count as conference games as well. Talk about how that dynamic has kind of changed the conference, and how that's kind of helped position Belmont where they're at right now.
I'll tell anyone that Six Rivers East and West is the best small division conference in the state, and to my opinion, it's not even close. And if you look at the history of the Six Rivers teams at state, it speaks for itself, and this is no different. The teams that on the East and the West are such quality basketball teams, but we're one of those teams, and this is one of the most fun seasons I've had, with one of the more enjoyable groups I've had, and they're just so willing to listen and put in the work, and we're just having a lot of fun right now. It's one of those seasons you feel like it's just not going to come to an end at any time.
Yeah, it's been a fun team to watch the few times that I've been able to see them, and hopefully we can see them again down the line. Thanks, Coach, for your time. Have some fun. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the way. That's Coach Kathleen McGettigan of the Belmont Braves with the victory over Shullsburg, 48-37. On our Edward Jones Reesveld Management postgame show on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Again, 48-37. Belmont gets the win. Oh, really? No pressure. There's people actually listening. Thanks, Coach. All right, recapping the game for Belmont. Again, Belmont jumped out to a nice lead early on, thanks in large part to the foul trouble that Shullsburg got in early. Belmont jumped out to a 7-0 lead before Shullsburg was able to get their first points of the game. And Belmont led wire to wire. Belmont led at 29-12 at the break. Shullsburg was able to put a comeback together, make it single digits, but then Belmont able to close things out at the free throw line, hit some key offensive rebounds in the final 3 minutes of the game to maintain possession and keep Shullsburg out of the mix. Real quickly, individual scoring wise, Belmont was led tonight by Morgan Freeman with 14 points. 11 points for Casey Rickers, the only 2 players in double figures by my count. Courtney Fritz had 8 points on the contest, 6 points for Lexi Rickers, 5 points for Brittany Taylor, and 2 points, actually 5 points for Carson Raymaker, 2 points for Brittany Taylor. Other players who saw action but did not score, Jalen Leitzinger started but did not score for the Braves tonight. And at the free throw line, as he said, unofficially 18 of 27 at the free throw line for Belmont, and they had 2 3-point buckets on the contest. For Shullsburg, they were led tonight by Haley Alt with 13 points on the game. She was the only player in double figures for the Miners. 7 points for Taylor Russell. 6 points for Olivia Brown. 3 points apiece for McKinley Russell and Stella Spillane. 2 points for Alexis Alt and 2 for Isabel Weigel. Courtney Thien saw action but did not score, as did, actually, Eddie Woodworth had a free throw on the game. The foul trouble for Shullsburg. Taylor Russell fouled out of the game with about 5 minutes left. And then McKinley Russell fouled out with about 3 minutes left in the game. And didn't tally up the free throw shooting for Shullsburg, but they had they had 1 3-pointer on the game. Again, Belmont improves to 13-5 on the season. They take on Mineral Point on Monday night. We'll have that game on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Shullsburg plays Wisconsin Rapids Assumption at Just a Game Fieldhouse on Saturday afternoon. Also, an update on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Argyle Peck hands Albany Monticello their first loss of the season, 49-47. And again, Argyle Peck, one of the teams that Belmont has done the home stretch of the season. They play each other on Valentine's Day in Belmont. We'll take a final timeout, check in on some of the other games on our Shoebox scoreboard. We'll tell you about our sports schedule coming up the rest of the weekend. And close up shop from Shullsburg High School as the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show wraps up after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post game, 2 minutes.
Dan Hicks with Paul Azinger, welcoming you back to the Healthy Stand Classic.
You couldn't ask for better conditions. 68 degrees and a UV index of 3.
This direct exposure to midday sun could be increasing her risk to melanoma.
It looks like she's making a change.
Now let's see what she takes out.
Oh, wow. Looks like she's pulling out a 15.
I don't know. It looks like she's going with a 30.
Strong choice.
Incredible.
Stand Up to Cancer and Optum want to help you reduce your risk for cancer. Visit takeahealthystand.org.
Paralyzed Veterans of America believes the veterans who've served and sacrificed deserve access to the best our country has to offer. Access to homes, communities, meaningful employment, and the veterans' benefits they've earned. With PVA staff working inside VA hospitals, no other veterans organization has provided more real-time ongoing support for paralyzed veterans and their families. Our nation's heroes fought for your independence. Join PVA in fighting for theirs at pva.org.
Mama, what does the chicken say? Dog. Cat. Giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the
right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as 1 pack of cigarettes.
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Post game, 2 minutes.
The The Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show wrapping up on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Another update on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. A final, this is a stunning score as well. Blackhawk defeats Barneveld in girls basketball 48-44, which means the number 1 ranked team lost this evening. The number 5 ranked team lost this evening. And Shullsburg, the number 8th ranked team, losing tonight as well. So number 1, number 4, and number 8 all losing tonight in Division 5 girls basketball. What a weird night for high school girls hoops here tonight. And looking at the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth on the other games, Platteville leading River Valley 46-17 with 13:13 to go. That's in girls basketball. The final on X1071, Galena defeats Scales Mountain 61-48. River Ridge defeats Highland on AM 1590 WPVL 48-25. And the last update we had in Cuba City, the halftime score 25-22, Mineral Point leading the Cubans in that one. Catch the end of that game on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Coming up tomorrow, we have the girls wrestling clash from Belmont High School, featuring the SWC and SWAL teams as well as a slew of others from around the area. Chuck Rasmussen and I will have the call of that tomorrow beginning at 5:40, and the match action underway at 6 o'clock right here on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And girls basketball tomorrow night as well. Galena is at River Ridge Scales Mound. That'll be on Super Hits 106. Raleigh Chiefs pregame set for 6:40 and a 7 o'clock tip. On Saturday, the boys Southwest Clash from the Fieldhouse in Prairie du Chien. Raleigh Chiefs pre-match set for 9:25 a.m. Match action set for 9:45 on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Also, boys basketball on Saturday night. Prairie du Chien is at Platteville. Raleigh Chiefs pregame set for 6:40. Tip-off at 7 o'clock on 97.7, or beg your pardon, on X1071 and X1071.com. Another Shoebox scoreboard update. Mineral Point leading Cuba City 44-38 with 1:54 to go. Again, catch the end of that on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And that will wrap things up for me from Shullsburg High School. Thanks to the entire staff here at Shullsburg High School, including Steve Mailer and his team doing everything they can to help us get the radio and video streaming set up here this evening for the big game in the Six Rivers West. Thanks to both head coaches, Nathan Russell and Kaylee McGettigan, for the pregame interviews, and Coach McGettigan for the postgame interview as well. Thanks to all of our sponsors who help us bring high school sports to you, and thank you for listening and watching along. This has been Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR FM Lancaster, a Queen Bee radio station. Once again, your final score from Shullsburg High School. The Belmont Braves come away with the win 48-37, and they are in possession of first place in the Six Rivers West, heading down the home stretch of the season. From the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, I'm Tyler Duktanis. Thanks so much for joining us, and good night from Shullsburg High School.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
The Tri-State's best variety of country. 97.7 Country, WGLR-FM. Lancaster. Serving Platteville, Dubuque, Galena, and beyond. On WGLR.com. A Queen Bee radio station.